Hi guys, welcome back. We're going full on today with this legs and butt super shaper. For this one, you are going to need a couple of pieces of equipment. So first of all, you will need a circle band, and then also you can use some optional ankle weights for a little extra burn. Either way, you are definitely going to sweat and you are definitely going to feel the lower body. So if you're ready, let's get started. Notice that I'm all suited up and booted up. Just for reference here, first of all, you can do this without the ankle weights at all, just using a circle band. If you are using ankle weights, I would not recommend going above what I have, which is 0.75 kilos. So that would be about 1.5 pounds. You could do a little bit lighter than that, like half a kilo, but I would not recommend going over it because it's gonna make it real tricky to get through what we need to get through. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get cracking. So we're gonna do 3 kind of circuits. Each circuit will change a little bit in the sense that one of them is gonna be on one side, the second will be on the opposite side, and then the third will bring the 2 sides together. They're fairly quick though, so it's just gonna be 3.5 minutes per circuit. We'll go back to back to back to back with the exercises. I will just show you each of the exercises that we're gonna have. So the first one is gonna be a 1.5 squat, so you're gonna go all the way down, opening from the tops of the legs, keeping that band wide, so knees should never be to the inside of toes. Then you're gonna squeeze the butt, come just halfway up, go back down, and then all the way up. So it's 1.5, yeah? Then we're gonna stay down in it. We're going to be tapping one foot in and out. So we'll tap the right foot first. You're gonna go touch, back to squat, touch in, back to the squat, touch in, back to the squat. In that squat, make sure it's not turning into a lunge. So yes, you are gonna have momentum as you're stepping out, but sink the butt directly into the center. And then the final thing is gonna be same leg that was just tapping in and out, that was the right leg. We're gonna do a leg abduction. So it's gonna be squat, lift, land back in the squat, lift, land directly into the squat. And then the final thing, which is only gonna be 30 seconds, so each of those first ones was a minute, 30 seconds, squat jump. With the band, with the ankle weights. So important thing to think of throughout this, I already said it once, but just to reiterate, the knees should never be going here to inside the feet. So always opening from the tops of the legs, keeping pressed against that band. So first one here, I've got my timer right here, and actually I'm gonna move my timer in front of me so I can see it a little bit better. 1.5 squat in 3, 2, and 1. So we do 1 down, squeeze butt halfway up, back down again, all the way up. Squeezing the butt tight. So we don't want this to be about the knees. So don't think of it as like a bend and straighten of the knees. You shouldn't be snapping the knees. You shouldn't even really be extending the knees totally straight. I can squeeze and tuck the butt under without even going all the way straight with the knees. I don't know if you can see Leo in the background right now or not. He's going bananas over here to my right with Trisha. Trisha is one of their toys that we named Trisha for some reason. It's not a figure of any kind. It's really just like a little pillow with a tail, and it has catnip in it. But he's going bananas over Trisha. Last one there, sit down in a squat. Right foot we touch in, back to the squat, touch in, back to the squat. Abs tight, so stay low even as you touch in. We're not coming fully up to standing, keeping these nice and dynamic, steady pace. You'll probably notice I'm already sweating. I've been sweating since I got up this morning because I know you guys are getting sick of hearing this, but it's hot. It's real hot in Madrid, and it did not cool down at all last night. So at least if it cools down overnight, bye Leo, there's a nice kind of start to the day in the apartment, but it did not cool down. So it's real hot in here to start the day. And it is early in the day. Do a couple more here. And then squat, leg abduction. Land back in the squat. So don't come through standing first As the leg is coming down, we're already bending the standing leg, landing back into the squat. So, it does require a couple of simple pieces of equipment, or like I said, you could do this just with the band and no ankle weights, plural. But it's really dynamic, a lot of fat burn, and of course, if you want to amp it up, I do recommend adding the ankle weights, especially if you don't typically. You'll notice a big difference. Keep it going. A minute here is a little crazy, but that's what we're doing. One more, and then straight into that squat jump. It's not gonna be your biggest, bounciest squat jump if you've got the ankle weights on, but do your best, land light. Almost done with this first round. Here's 2, 1. There we go. All right, take a quick breather there. I'm gonna restart my timer. But we will have a little bit of a breather before we do the second side. So the second round, everything is gonna be the same, including that 1.5 squat. All that changes are the 2 things that were single side. So we'll be touching in and out with the left leg, and then the left leg to squat, leg abduction. So, and let the heart rate come down a tiny bit here, and then we'll do those 4 things on the second side. So, take up your squat position. Again, remember, even as you're just standing here, you still don't want the knees dropping in like this. So already thinking of opening, engaging inner and outer thighs. Keep it strong. All right, 1.5 squat in 3, 2, and 1. So 1 down, half up, back down, all the way up. And it's not a squat with a pulse. So just watch that you're not making that half really quick and bouncy. We want to give proper attention, proper time to the halfway lift, because it is an important part of the events. So if anything, I like to say that that halfway lift should take about the same amount of time as the full one, which, if it's halfway, means that we're actually doing it at half speed for it to match. So it's really nice and slow, controlled, resist, squeeze the glutes. Last one here, and then we're gonna be staying down in the squat, left foot, we touch in, back to squat, touch in, squat. I feel like this is where the ankle weights really start to make an impact. Well, obviously, because now we're picking up a foot, but you're equally gonna feel it pretty intensely on the supporting side. Probably more, because yeah, it's gotta be responsible for controlling all of that weight now that's touching in and out. Stay with it. You're gonna feel good when it's done. I'm gonna feel good when it's done, because that means I can go take a cold shower. Yes. That's how I'm currently getting through summer. Just like multiple cold showers. Last one here, and then all the way up, leg lift. So if you guys are also experiencing, to be honest, I don't know that we can even call it a heat wave anymore. They started off calling it a heat wave, but now it's been like a month. Can you have a heat wave for a month? Or is this just like what it is now? So yeah, it's been about a month, really, really high temperatures in Madrid, and actually I think also the rest of Spain. So where you are, is it the same? How are you dealing with it? Cold showers? Hi, Leo. Air conditioning if you have it. I so wish that we did. One more here, and then squat jump. Second round is no joke, but after this, we've only got one more round left. And like I said, final round, we bring both sides into it. So in some ways, I think it's a little easier. Last one here. There we go. So, quick breather. All right, shake it out. I think the cats are concerned about me. They're just like looking at me like, what are you doing? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You all right? Whenever I'm sweaty, he loves it. I don't know why. He loves to rub against my legs or like any part of me he can access when I'm sweaty. Better the legs than the face. Okay. Final round. So I'm going to show you everything in this round because like I said, it is a tiny bit different. So instead of the 1.5 squat, now we are going to do a squat and a pulse. So you'll go down, one tiny one at the bottom, all the way up. Still really controlled through that tiny one, so it's not a bounce, it's a controlled pulse. Then, we stay down, we're just gonna alternate. Tap right, tap left. Still fully come between the squat jumps, so it's not just a tap, 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 tap. That's a cheat. There's a full squat each time. Then we'll do alternating leg lift there. And finally, the squat jump stays the same. I'm sorry. I know you were hoping that one was going to change. No, the squat jump stays the same. So we will have one final round of squat jumps. But starting from that squat with the pulse in 3, 2, 1. So pulse and up. Pushing through the heels. And again, the whole way through, thinking of pressing the legs open from the tops. So not from the knees, all the way from the tops. This band is getting real sweaty. Hopefully it stays put. We don't have too much left. I can kind of feel the beginnings of it starting to like slide around a little bit. If you have the more like fabric-y ones, they do work better for just about everything. To be honest, I really ought to get some. If you have those, they probably won't be sliding because you do get a lot more grip with them. I'm working with what I've got right now though. And so far, it's working all right. Last one there, so that, okay, alternating. So tap in, squat, tap in, squat. So nice and controlled, you're always centered in that squat. Another thing that's been sort of kind of getting me through summer is thinking about a winter vacation. Because, yeah, I'm just fantasizing about cold right now, basically. So we are considering, let's see. We're considering Scotland. I have never been, so if you are familiar, let me know what you think of the idea. I do realize it's gonna be cold and wet, probably, and that the days are gonna be real short, but I don't know. I think that's kind of part of it. So cozy, yeah? Christmas markets, last one there, and then alternating leg lift. So yeah, we're considering not actually over Christmas, because I don't particularly like to travel at Christmas time. It's too chaotic. But earlier in December, hi Layla, we're thinking about Edinburgh and then maybe a few days in Inverness. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm fantasizing about the cold. I've been watching Outlander. That's my current like TV obsession. I finished season 2. So just starting season 3 and it is beautiful. So I'm like, oh, I want to go to Scotland, do the Outlander tour, do the Harry Potter tour, all the things, feel cold. One more here and then squat jump. Last round. We can do it. No more squat jumps after this. Stay in control. Don't let those knees be pulled in. Push off through the heels. Got about 10 more seconds. Last one. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 rounds done. So I'm gonna turn off my timer. Don't even need it anymore. You are gonna leave everything on. Weights if you have them, band if you have it, and we're gonna do fairly quick mat finisher. So let the heart rate come down just a little bit more here before we take it down to the floor. I've got all the cats just here. You might be able to see a little bit of Layla, like her feet. She's here. Leo's down there. Luna never wants to be on camera. She's here. She's right here, but you can't see her. So go ahead, come down to the floor here. We're gonna do knees bent. It's gonna be a little bit. It is a bridge finisher. So feet are gonna be fairly wide here. So pressing out from the tops of the legs, arms down by the side. We're gonna do 10 of each of these. So it's gonna be 10 lifts. Imagine I just did 10. Then we're gonna do right leg, extend, down. Hi Leo, extend, down. We're gonna hold the 10th. You're gonna go open, in, and then we're gonna do 10 pulses up with the hips. We'll do all that then on the second side, and then we're gonna finish with 20 pulses here and 20 leg abs. So that's the series. Like I said, hey buddy, it shouldn't take too long. So hands by the side, shoulder blades tucking under, 10 lifts here, opening from the tops of the legs. Squeeze, release. So lift from the butt rather than the lower back. Push through the heels. Think of extending along through the kneecaps. He just loves when I'm sweaty, which is not my favorite because then it's just like sweat and cat hair all mixed together. Lovely. Couple more here. Next one, we stay up. So really squeeze that left glute tight, tuck it in. We're gonna extend right leg, touch down. Right leg, hips stay even, and down. Whoo! Pushing through the heel. So it's gonna be more intense for the left glute. If you're not lifted high enough here though, you're not gonna feel it. So you really gotta stay high in it. Here's 2, hold this last one, and we're gonna open, in. Don't let the hips move with it. So nice and controlled. Here's 4. Whoo, that ankle weight's feeling heavy. Last one, and bring it in, and we're just gonna pulse for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whoo, all the way down. Okay, good news is that if you are right dominant on the bottom, that was the harder side. So I feel relieved to be now onto my stronger side. So exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Don't lick my sweat, Leo. I love you, but please don't lick my sweat. That's gross. And I'm pretty much dripping sweat at this point. Couple more here. Next one, we stay up and we're gonna lift that left leg. So lift, down, supporting with the right. So squeezing the right glute in super tight. Keeping hips even. Don't think, just do. Here's 4. Last one, keep the leg long, and we're gonna open in. Don't let the right leg move. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in the center, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down. Let's just stay up at this point. So feet slightly wide, so you're getting that press out of the band. Pulse it here. So little tiny release squeeze. This feels like a relief after all the rest of it, honestly. We're in the home stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. We're gonna press open, open. So from the tops of the legs, try to go evenly with both legs. It's harder than you think. Usually one side will be a little bit aggressive. Stay lifted here so the hips are not going up and down as you do this. It's just out and in. That's it. Here's 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the last one. So just press it open, squeeze, tucking butt under. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Ah, take that band off. Can you see how sweaty my legs are right now? This band, also extremely sweaty. That needs to be washed. My Lord. Okay, so lying down here, you can take the ankle weights off or leave them on. Honestly, at this point, it feels easier to leave them on, but yeah, you can take them off. Cross right ankle over left knee. Right leg is just pushing out away from you. Keep tailbone down. Grab either behind the left thigh or you can grab around the shin. I can't even get a good grip. My legs are so sweaty. I'm just sliding. So yeah, make sure the tailbone is staying down. You don't want to be lifted like that or you're not going to really get the proper stretch. Go ahead and release. Switch sides. So left crosses over right, pressing the left leg out away from you, and then keep tailbone pressing down, shoulders as well. Pull in. Wow. My legs always get really sweaty, which seems strange. So I'm like, how many sweat glands are there in my legs? Because it's not just like the backs of the knees, it's the fronts of the knees, it's the shins, like my whole legs. It's really strange. So legs out long here, inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, all the way up here, we'll just take a forward fold. So reaching toward ankles or toes, folding from the line of the hips. Like, I mean, my arms, I guess, no, not the same as my legs. My legs are like my sweatiest part. Why is this? Do you guys get sweaty legs? I don't know. It seems really strange to me. Anyway, on that note, if you want to stretch a little bit more here, you could. You could also go into another workout. You could do something a little bit more mat-based. In any case, I hope that you guys got a really good burn sweat out of this one. If you did, let me know by giving a like down below. Hit subscribe while you are down there. And let me know what you're doing to stay cool this summer down below in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.